Hello everyone! Welcome! My name is Sean Dunes, and it is that time of year once again, Nerofest. You know, I've actually kind of missed Nerofest, to be honest. It's always been one of the highlights for me of Fate Grand Order, and yes, I enjoyed Guildfest, absolutely. Going to New York, the lights, the glitz, the glamour of Manhattan. It was something. But there is something to be said for the original. Turn down just a little bit because, of course, my obnoxious self needs to hear my obnoxious voice. Nerofest always stood out for me. It was the original. It was that event where you risked life, limb, and sanity to claim as many boxes as possible. And 2023 is no different. I'm just entering in the tags. There we go. Give me a loud and clear if you can hear me. Hello, SSJ, Taxido, Duero. Hope you're all doing well. We have just begun with some lovely Nerofest farming. Well, I say that, we're actually starting off with a cutscene. You know, I thought I'd show off some of my impressive voice acting chops. Listener, I am not a good voice actor. Return of Nerofest, Autumn 2019. First half, that's right. It has been 4 long years since we fought in the... I don't know, is it the Circus Maximus or the Colosseum? It looks more like the Circus Maximus, which probably means it's the Colosseum, knowing my luck and historical recognition. How do you farm Nerofest? That's what we're going to find out today. It's been a long time since I played this. Let's have a look. You'll see the horrifically cropped screen here because this story is very old, so you're actually going to have those blue bars on the side. And what you learn is that OBS and the iPhone do not good friends make. Oh, that's no problem, Taxido. Enjoy your date. On a Monday, no less, but enjoy. And thank you very much. Okay, what sort of voice would Nero had? Ahem! Testing! Okay, everything's fine. Alright, here we go. A festival is a party that brings joy to all people, no matter where or when they are from. It is no exaggeration to call this festival I host fame throughout both Rome and Chaldea. Yes, she sounds like an old Victorian governess. I'm sorry, that's just what my voice sounds like. Hear! Sounds like the House of Commons. Welcome, Tets! Your first Nerofest! Enjoy! And a level 100 Umu to boot. Now, no better way to celebrate Umufest. Nerofest. Amy, thanks for your cheers. My audience truly knows how to behave the third time around. And that makes introductions unnecessary. Let's get down to business. I will leave nitpicking about the definition of a festival to the more cultured servants. My glorious Nerofest, a festival only possible through the cooperation of Rome and Chaldea. Welcome, Zements. Welcome. It's Umu time. Surely many heroic spirits look forward to this martial tournament set in this great Colosseum. It is the Colosseum confirmed. Naturally, after I'd said it was the Circus Maximus. So here we have Nero greeting us. Nothing more fitting to begin Nerofest. Who has missed Nerofest? As I was saying earlier, I liked Guildfest, I liked Ishtarfest, and I did like the glitz and glamour of New York and the whatever the hell was going on with pre-Space Ishtar. But Nerofest just has a special place. That's no problem at all. Glad to have you. Rome! As we do our best Romulus impression. We will be doing some farming today. Probably for a couple of hours. It is a work night for me. I don't normally do these on work nights, you know. Time for me to butcher another language. Hola! ¿Cómo estás? I am ever so sorry to everyone who speaks Spanish. I wonder if how many more languages I can absolutely butcher here. Is Beowulf going to speak Danish? Nope. Okay, we're safe. You can tell FGO has a certain bias towards Roman servants. It did in the early days, and by Roman servants I primarily mean just Nero, considering OG Romulus was a 3-star. Corrected later on, of course, but my word. The founder of Rome as a 3-star is still one of the more head-scratching decisions? Beowulf, always a very cultured man. A man of culture, you might say. A wild Fergus appears. Amaranth, hello! Belfi, hello! Welcome to you both. Oberon being an excellent farmer for the strongest difficulty node, which makes it all the more painful I have neither him nor Koyan to save my butt here. I'm going to have to try and find a way around it. Oh, ¿Qué? That's how you say it, right? My Spanish is utterly awful. I never learned Spanish. The Spanish language, I believe, is grateful for that. Beowulf calling Fergus old? I have a few questions. They look roughly the same age. That's true. That's true, Zemensk. I agree. I'm British. I can say this. Sorry. British. I forget I should speak properly. Yeah. Anon Koyan, yeah, I know. My JP lot was fantastic. My NA lot was anything but. That's true, SSJ, and it's important that they did. Ah. Frankenstein is always adorable. Not a sentence I thought I would be saying pre-FGO. Archer Shinjuku. My word, that takes me back. Fran has, like, 3 father figures in Fate. That has to be a record. So how are you all finding Nerofest so far? Has anyone started out, or is everyone like me, just starting now? Mordred just casually describing people as NPCs. I mean, I know they're probably in the simulator, so it's fair, but still. Jekyll, again, showing why he is not an assassin. See, thank you, Immense. Thank you. That was my point, and I felt this anniversary. I know many people are funny enough, though. I know people are disappointed in this anniversary over in JP. For me, it was a massive improvement over last year. How everyone feels about this anniversary is how I felt about last year's anniversary. Not that I'm a huge fan of this one either, but it's a step up. It's better. It's still, though, a step towards the Lost Belt sixification of the game. I have to be very careful of how I said that, though. I think I see it a lot in Japanese games, SSJ. I think it's how they sort of blend. It's like a dash between names. They put an equal sign. I'm completely ripping off Guilty Gear larger here, like Zato 1 or characters like that, where they have like an equal sign to link the names. Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I had really good luck this anniversary. Koyan in 110 roll and NP5 Oberon in 1,000 quartz. Congratulations, Belfi. One heck of a haul that sets you in good stead moving forward. I barely started because I have no gold now farming for coin. I do have apples. I've scarcely played the game these past few months. Largely been a login Larry, so I actually have quite a lot of apples. I mean, that shows the power of Spishtar. Again, a servant I do not have, but I will find a way around it. Peaceful Caligula. You can't see it, but he doesn't wish for bloodshed or battle. He will gather medals, everyone. Hey, who said there was no voice acting in Fate Grand Order? Cutscenes. I love how Caligula's madness is the one thing that can keep this, quote, Berserker of El Dorado stable. Difficult, Amaranth, but still congratulations on saving enough to hit pity. A certain someone did not. You can probably guess who. He may have 1 St. Quartz right now. Ah, it's no problem, Tets. Still got a while to go. It's only just starting today. Oh, here comes Blackbeard. Blackbeard fantasizing about death. Hector, be careful. She's literally meters away from you. That said, this event does precede Achilles being in Chaldea and in the game, so we should be safe. 1 Berserker, 2 Berserkers, and 1 Saber. Ooh, I'm not a huge fan of the ones where they have 1 enemy. I'm a traditionalist. I like my 3-3-2, damn it. For a second, I thought it was going to be Asterios. Oh, that works, Amaranth. It's the long way around, but do you know what? It's a dedicated approach. I can appreciate that. She's terrifying. Everyone in this scene is terrifying. Except the Oni. Now that's true. Yeah, that's true, Zemensk. But what I mean is, it's not just that. She admires his tenacity? Is that a nice way of putting it? Oh gosh, here we go. I woke up early and I worked until the afternoon, so about 6 hours left. I feel you. I feel you. It was a very long day for me as well at work. Lately, I've been doing a bit of overtime. Not paid, mind you. It's just trying to get stuff done. I'm averaging an hour to an hour and a half a day, which is better than what I used to be. I used to be like doing 2.5 to 3 hours. Umu from Bond 12 to 13 in 3 days. My word, man! What an effort! I'm like the opposite. I take forever to bond people. There's Mr. Chef. Ah! Burn it! Burn it with fire! So, tell me, I think the one thing about Nerofest that's interesting is in the cutscene at the start, we see a whole boatload of servants you don't normally see. Because it's the type of event that has so many servants in it, and many of whom you will later see in, you know, farming quests or an event. Who do you like to see? Who did you see in the opening cutscene? If you read it at all, because it is rather long and it is certainly old-style FGO writing that you're happy to see. I always like seeing, you know, Ozzy and Arash together, or someone who I think is coming up shortly, if I remember this cutscene correctly. It's been a very long time since I saw it last. How long are these cutscenes? So back when I started FGO, I didn't realize there was an option that you could just view the cutscenes, right? And I thought this was kind of cool. So I recorded the cutscene, but I played it very slowly. Then it took me 30 minutes. It'll be about 5 or 10 here. Yeah, Tets, I'm the same. I'm the same. Yeah, I'll say I'm a patient man. And someone is enjoying his pickles, I can hear. I like to see Beowulf and Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, and the wrestling scene at the start. That's the thing, Quetz is an interesting one because she's actually a really popular servant, I feel, low-key. Not in the sense that she's going to be someone's favourite or even top 5, but I don't know. I see very few people who dislike Quetzalcoatl. And yet, she feels very strongly underutilized. Same for Beowulf. Every time I see Beowulf, it's like, oh yeah, Beowulf, cool, Tyler Durden. But you rarely see him get any sort of spotlight. This is a very strange combination. Oh no, I guess they both ride motorbikes. I was going to say it's a strange combination, but they actually fit together. Wait, Nero's in this event? Potentially, Tyrese, potentially, and welcome. Is it alright if I ask? Of course, yeah, hey, ask whatever, absolutely. I can't say I necessarily have an opinion, but I'll do what I can. Poor man. Aw, Sanzang! There's one for me. I know she's not the most popular servant, but I do like Sanzang. The Sanzang Tota connection. I feel it's an underrated dynamic that hasn't appeared in the game for what? 6 years? Didn't really hang around long, did it? But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Ah, no problem, Belfie. Thanks so much for dropping by. And congratulations again on that haul. I heard that in Japan, Quetzalcoatl was unpopular because of piercing and her scary face. Ah, okay. That's why, then. Okay, okay. I wondered if, yeah. I wondered if design might play into it. Jinka! What do I think of Lakshmi Bai? I think she's addicted to my JP account. I think in the right circumstances, she can be a really dynamic servant to use. I think the fact that she has that... She's one of those servants who has that chance-based first skill, but that can be very effective if everything triggers. Makes her quite interesting. An AoE quick saber. Not the most common thing in the world, so I think that's interesting in and of itself. The fact that she has that buff chance increase on her third skill as well, so she can actually make use of her skills. Again, I think she's an interesting servant. Do I think she's particularly strong? Not particularly. I think she is on the weaker end overall, just because her NP does lack impact. But I think she's a dynamic servant. I think she can be a very interesting servant. And to me, that's more important than being overly meta, I suppose. And the fact, all Quick servants have that inherent disadvantage that Quick is unfortunately the often ignored stepchild, if the term... Is that the term? No, that's not. I don't even know what the term is. But it's the ignored sort of, child of the fate gods, as it were. Whereas Buster and Art seem to get everything. Even when Quick gets something new, it just seems that Buster and Art get something even better just around the corner. Which is a shame. That doesn't surprise me, Zemensk. She is very impressive. Honestly, I always say she's the one on JP that surprises me the most. Oh, it's you, Master. Go away. Ah, an expression of opinion so off myself expressed. I regret to say this myself, Master, but I am of the same opinion as he. Getting right to the point in a story is important, and he is the right man for the job. What he means is, anything mightier than the pen is positively brutish. That is to say, we are unfit to participate in this particular event. A recreation of the Festival of Olympia? An elegant and beautiful show of battles in the Colosseum? No, wrong. This tournament is quite clearly an event for the physically fit. The question, though, is one of what is being promoted here. It's simply a shot in the arm made to entertain the readers. The citizens. Nothing more, nothing less. I must regretfully inform you that we are not needed here. Wait, what? Cleopatra, why did you think something named Nerofest was to honor you? Just out of curiosity. Considering Cleopatra is, historically, one of the more intelligent servants. I love using that scheme. No, that's cool, Tets. That's what I mean. I think she's someone who really stands out in terms of her kit. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a shame that my Umutasa does less damage than my normal Umu because she's only NP1. Here's Caesar, who I low-key think looks like me in real life. Yes, that's what I look like. I'm so sorry. But we are slightly different personality-wise, I'm glad to say. Ah, yes, now that will be an impressive combo, Tats. It's nice also for Hans and Ozzy to work together. It's a shame Mephistopheles doesn't quite fit in. Well, Caesar's about to be murdered. Again. The Ides of Umu. Alright, I think we're almost there. I tell a lie, we're not. I know I should skip the cutscene, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Oh, hello, Jolta. And John. And Jolta Lily. And Jolta's Lily's friend. Yep, that is basically physically I am just Caesar. It's tragic, but tragically true. Edgy boy. He said it, not me. Any servants you're looking forward to that's coming to NA? A few. There's one coming. A certain Lancer. An Arts Lancer who's coming towards the end of the year that I'm very much looking forward to. Have I saved to him? Absolutely not. Is that because I'm an idiot? Absolutely. There is an Alter Ego coming very early next year that I'm very excited for. Other than that, most of what I'm looking for is already in the game, to be honest. There's a few craft tests. Mention of Dayon! Dayon alert! Dayon alert! Or global, thank you. Yes, global. That is the correct terminology. Here we go. That is indeed who it is, Amaranth. That is who I'm most looking forward to. That banner, there is a banner with that character and Demon King Nobunaga that, look, I have only ever spent on GSSR. That banner is tempting me to spend, which is wrong. I shouldn't. There's no guarantee. I absolutely shouldn't do it. And yet, my brain is saying, do it, do it, do it. Maybe I'll make a one-off just for that banner. I'll have to be very... It's a bit difficult. I'll have to be, you know, have a think about it. We are all wrong. There's a brand new Artoria I'm excited for. That's the problem, Tyrese. You don't have to be a little bit more specific than that. Also, is this covering almost every servant in the game not named Derek Bloodaxe? Oh, hello, Summer Helen. We don't see you much. Wait, you're not with Tesla and Edison? That is a surprise. Rome! Okay, yes, we're here at the end. Yes, MASH! I remember. I was fairly new to the game when I first played this event, and this made me feel rather trippy. There we go. Cutscene down, and we're only 26 minutes into the stream. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look at what's available. Ooh, some challenge quests. I don't know how much of them I'll do tonight. How long do we have? Like an hour and a half. So let's start. So here's how it often works, right? This is like everything. This is if you just want tickets. This is for gold. This is for silver. This is for bronze. That's generally how it works. The first thing we want to do is to get... This would be great. But what we really need is to get Cheer for Master. So we want to get medals. So we want to focus on that first. Only 100 medals for them this time. That's pretty cheap. That's a pretty good rate. So we'll focus on that first. I recently finished my drawing her. Ooh, I will check that out, Tyrese. I will check that out. Let's start with the bronze one. So we have, look, Archer. Okay, I have no idea what it's going to be. So let's just take someone's Castoria. Dump it over there. I am not very creative, so I would love to just take a team that could wipe a guy who could like 3-turn this, but let's try a really lazy lineup first. This is not going to work, is it? I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try. We'll try. Nope, wrong one. I love you, Medea, but that's not quite who I was looking for. And then Mr. McCool. Let's give him Kaleidoscope, because I'm lazy. And in the back line, we'll put Demon King Nobunaga and Leonidas. And we'll dump a Bonsi. Use 5 of them and Kaleidoscope. We'll get there, we'll get there. But first we need to get our first one. Alright, here we go. So we're going to start with a Lancer lineup. How effective is this going to be? I'm not sure, if I'm honest. But, ladies and gentlemen, 28 minutes into the stream, Nerofest 2023 is a go! Expert, Chaldea Kitchen, 2019. Now, I'm hoping the fact that I have taken Lancers is not going to hold me back here. Oh, and thank you very much to everyone who's liked the stream so far. We're up to 10 likes already. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I didn't think we'd actually hit the target, so thank you very much. It's very kind. Oh, I love this background in the Colosseum. I absolutely adore the Colosseum here with the sun shining on it. I love using this as a background in videos. If you check out some of my 4th anniversary videos, you'll notice I use it a lot. I do not use it sparingly. Alright, we're going to start with Fish McCool. Okay, I need to remember what you do, because I never use you. I think it's this skill that increases your... Alright, this might not work, but we'll try. Okay, I forgot she had the craft essence on her. Impacto, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having fun. We're playing some Nerofest. It's nice to have it back after all these years. Hope you're doing well. I'm guessing it'd be best to just skip the cutscenes and get straight to farming. Unless you really want to see it again, that may be my recommendation. No, it's Tamamo Cat. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Come on, Fishman. Here we go. Probably should have used Vitra's third skill, though. I got the 10 boxes out of the way earlier. That's a smart thing to do. Get started. Get those craft essences from the store. Then get all the craft essences from the boxes. Get the 10 boxes out of the way. And then you can start farming the proper way. And starting to get... Just go through box after box after box after box. As for me, well, I'm not sure. Should I play the second cutscene or just farm until nodes change? Up to you. I forgot there was a second cutscene. My word. Now what we're going to see is my phone get destroyed, because my phone cannot handle Vreetra's Noble Phantasm at all. Don't hurt her, Sue. Don't hurt whom? Oh no, you're on the Tamamo Cat section. I'm reading it a bit late, I'm so sorry! But not really. Alright, well there we go, we started off, and this is not, obviously, not the node I thought it was. Oh well. We got a gold apple anyway, so we needed to do it. Did I survive the Sithani and Oberon banners? Not at all. All St. Quartz gone. Not a 6th anniversary servant or a Lost Belt 6 servant in sight. Only Qin Liang Yu and Valkyrie. Okay, let's see. I should probably use some of my seldom used alter egos here. You're gonna see how little I bother using alter egos. Poor Summer Abby, I didn't even mean to roll her. I was rolling for the Sei Shonagon craft essence, and I got Abby. She's still level 1. I am so sorry to any Abby fans out there, but yes. Well, I know, Amaranth, all these new ones are just... They wreak havoc. So let's see... I've somewhat invested in... AoE. Honestly, I'm gonna trust... I'm gonna believe in Spartacus. And for the third one... Demon King Nobunaga. Problem is, we haven't really got the supports for it. This could be a problem. I unfortunately don't have any CEs from this event, so I should definitely get started. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit too, definitely. But luckily, because it's one of the older events, they're a little bit kinder with giving the craft essences from the shop. My computer literally was at 6 frames a second and the game froze. Yikes. They really are something nowadays, huh? Yes, I do have Arjuna Altar. I need to... As I said, I've barely played since the anniversary. I need to ascend him. I keep perking a lower ascension too because I'm weird like that. Trying to think who I want to bring. Nobu doesn't need Kaleidoscope. On the other hand, she still only has a 20% battery, right? Alright, I don't know if this lineup's actually going to work. Spartacus, I love you, but why am I taking Spartacus? Also, this is going to be painful to watch, but... Let's try it. Let's see if there's any Koyans around. Beautiful. Thank you, Patchmack. Alright, this is probably gonna not be good, but we'll try it anyway. I have no idea how I would do the 90+ node without Koyan and Oberon. I'm gonna try and learn! How? This will be my trial by fire. A baptism of fire, even. Previous Nerofest was in 2019, right? Yes, that is correct. Which was the first year I played the game. So it was quite early on for me. Don't know why I'm using arrow construction. Damn. Oh yeah, do you see that? That's why you have clairvoyance, people. So he can drop that 1 star. And now everyone salute for Arash as he gives his life once more. There is no logic behind this lineup, by the way. I just want to make that clear. There is no logic to having Castoria paired with OT to Alter, other than the fact that I don't have enough otherwise to get her her Noble Phantasm. Or I might do, actually. Maybe with Merlin plus Koyan. I need 30%. Actually, I think that might be enough, now that I think about it. Yeah, actually, I think I can. Ooh, that might work. Even with the busted sports, I can only do 5 CEs with Ishtar DPS. I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do. Like, quite frankly, I have no clue. I'm going to say Kintoti and Shuten Doji are threats against humanity for no discernible reason. Thinking of gonging the 90+. I'll have to see. That might be a route for me, actually. Remember, it's worth using the battery now just because she has the attack happen. Whoa! Hello. Hello there. Let's go. OT to Alter. Should you farm the easy nodes before going hard? You can do. I'm building myself up. So I'm going to try and get some of the craft essences early on. You know, not rush things. Again, we've got time. The thing about these ones is I know there's some people who like to optimize and go balls to the wall from the start and get bots after bots after bots after bots. For me, I like to take it a bit slower, enjoy the nodes. Like, look at the backgrounds, look at this nighttime scene. It's beautiful. Warm and crispy night here at the Colosseum. The Lancer challenge is hard, in my opinion, even harder than the Berserker ones. Which one's the Lancer one? And the easy nodes give apples, exactly. You know, that's always worth doing. +90 enemies go 1-1-3. Yes, that's the difficulty. I'm not a huge fan of the 1-1 start. I'm an old man who doesn't like changing his ways. You should clear easy nodes at least once for the 3 apples. Yes! As Amaranth and Zemenst have said, that's the perfect reason to do that. Here we've got Archer and Ruler. I'm doubting there's many Rulers. I think the Ruler will probably be the one at the end, right? So, let's set a second party up for this one. I mean, look, we know Nobu's going to be in it, okay? You're going to be seeing a lot of Nobu today, okay? I gave her a Bond Grail earlier today over on Twitter. Sorry, X. So, I should probably make use of my kindness. Is this the platform you can say the word? Yes, I simped for her for a fair bit. Got her, and then have scarcely used her since. Fishman might be nice here. If I can trust him to take out a node. I need to level up her skills. That's my next. That's part of my goals here today. Put good old Katsu. And for the bond, I think we'll put in Astrea. Why not? I am not thinking here, am I? That needs to be Koyan. And I am putting a lot of faith. A lot, and I mean a lot of faith here in Canis' Noble Phantasm. Have I upgraded? I haven't done an interlude yet, have I? Bugger. Forgot about that. I completely forgot about it. Banned for saying simp. On Twitch, maybe. Shooting is most obviously a threat against humanity. That's true, Jacob. That's true. I mean, she is absolutely terrifying. She should be classified as one. The fact that she isn't, in of itself, is a threat to humanity. Class sensitive leftmost class. Yeah, that's what, yeah, absolutely Impactor, yeah. So that's actually a good tip for anyone who doesn't know. The one on the left, or the one on top, if you see it as you're entering the node, is the one where there's more servants. Not more servants, more enemies. But the boss enemy might be the one that has lesser people. Lance challenges 2 waves of Lance enemies in Starhoch with 500 and Kruger 300. If you don't kill them all at the same time, they trigger death for your whole front line. Oh, yes, I remember it. And Hurt, he just had to kill him 11 times. I remember her taking someone else's Hawkeye on JP and she destroyed the poor man. I felt sympathy for Heracles. I did the shooting Kintoti node with my level 120 shooting, a true threat to humanity. The alcohol only. Zero, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. We've just started our Nerofest journey. And I am going at a glacial pace, but I will try and get that picked up. I should really use Parvati, and I don't. Let's take Roma. This is his event. We should be taking Roma. Okay, my mass is slightly off here. 20. I keep thinking Noble has a 30% battery already, and she doesn't, and that annoys me. I'm trying to think, is there anyone who has like a 10% battery for everyone? Yes, this is not a meta lineup. Yes, this lineup makes no sense. But I'm going for it anyway. Roma! Yes, I ate Japanese food and I ate it wasabi. It tasted you had the wasabi with something else, right? For your own sake. Wasabi is a palate cleanser for your taste buds. It is a palate cleanser for your taste buds. Might be a palate cleanser in more ways than one if you're not careful. I don't think it was going to be just him and not realizing it had 2 previous waves. Yes, that's something I'm remembering now from when I played this on JP a couple of years back. There were those surprise waves! I mean, you can eat it by yourself. I can't, because I can't handle anything. Start with Can't Be Helped and The Wind of Romance. Imperial Privilege doing its usual duty. Why am I attacking with Noble first? Because I want to see her attack, damn it. Start with Magnavoyuis Magnum. How much damage did that do? Okay, I got very scared that didn't do enough then. Romulus' Noble Phantasm remains one of the scariest things to watch, providing you're his master. Okay, so. Now. Can she do enough damage? I am actually not sure, and I am a little bit scared. I am trusting you here, Parvati. Estava, welcome to the stream. Are you intending to 6CE farm the 90+ node for this lotto? I don't think I can. I don't think I have the resources for it. I don't know. I take farming nodes in like Nerofest and lottery bot things very easily, by which I mean I am in no rush whatsoever. Oh, it's these two. Give her some nice health back too. And then we bring in Koyanskaya. Not mine, of course, because I don't bloody have her. Should have done that earlier, but that's okay. Yes, the level 5 Septon Corliss, which will naturally make an entire world of difference. Let's stun Helena just for the kicks. And here we go. Okay, was not expecting that, but I'll take it. The power of Nabi! You should name all of your non-meta teams. That's basically every team I run. Have you seen my channel? My videos are all non-meta. I am Mr. Non-meta. Now, some may say that's because soon you have no talent at the game. And you're right, but I also like using non-meta teams. But you're right. See, this round is tough. I settled for 5. I don't know if I'll even get to 2. I'm personally 5C'ing it. Fair enough. 6C even next round. Oof. You have to have the right servants, though, and I definitely don't. Epidel, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. We've started our Nerofest journey. Very, very slowly. Took us 26 minutes to get into a fight, but that's how we roll here on the Soon Dunes channel. Slowly but surely. I swear that was one of my catchphrases going back a bit. Nabi! Luis, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the Nerofest. Is this the 90 plus node? Okay, is it Berserker, Berserker, Saber, Berserker, Berserker, or is it... You know what? I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. And I know I'm not gonna have the resources for it. Let's go. Let's do this. I might step new. That's impressive, Impacto. That's impressive. I was not so fortunate. "113" nodes are killer. Depends how much health they have as well. And are any of them men? I'm getting desperate, okay? Saber first, Zerka second. Ay. This is tough. My advice is single target DPS the first 2. Yeah, that's what I'm going. Yeah, that's how I'm going to take it, Asava. Problem is, my single targets aren't very good. Arash might honestly be my better option. Who do I have? Because Junao isn't yet done. This could work. This could work. But then no Arash. The point was to bring Arash. You know what? Let's try Arash. There's very little chance this works, right? But let's give it a shot. What am I looking for? Devilish Boshvata. And I definitely have butchered that pronunciation, as per normal here, on the Soon Dunes YouTube channel, where I can't seem to pronounce a damn thing. Okay, so, Arash goes, boing. Boing is the sound effect I use, yes. And then Nobu Katsu, who should be on the front line, but to actually help Nobu, but isn't because I'm incredibly lazy. I don't know if this will work. The AoE needs to be Archer. Bugger. You know what? I'm going to give this a shot. This is my scouting team, by which I mean I have no idea what I'm doing, and we'll explore how it looks. And then based upon how that goes, we'll see how to do it on the second time round. This will not be a 3-turn setup. I fear it will be closer to a 33-turn setup. But alas, here we go! Qualifiers, champion, wild spirit of Yamato. Squirtle with Castor, that's true. I barely use Squirtoria, as I see her called. It's a shame. I don't know why. Oh, you have slightly less health than I thought. I'm going to take the risk. Remember, always use clairvoyance so you can get that 1 star that Arash gets from his attacks. One wave down. That's a lot more health than I was planning. The question is, do I think I can crit on the final turn, or am I going to just try and nobble it? How much health do they have in the final wave? Should I be incredibly dumb? I want to be incredibly dumb. Can I be incredibly dumb, guys? I'm going to be dumb. Forgive me. I can't help myself. This makes no sense. I know it makes no sense. But as they say, never let me cook. The highest health in Wave 3, highest is a Sable of 186,000. I apparently cannot read. Which is, that did a lot less damage than I thought. But that took care of it. Bye-bye. However, that wasn't a particularly reliable setup. 186,000. Let him cook? No, don't let me cook. That's the point. Never let me cook. I know not what I do. Why am I using Schwarzwaldfalke? Because I want to, damn it. Let's stun Ibuki Doji for kicks and giggles. Bye-bye, Oni God. Having Oberon for this event kind of feels like cheating. The HP thresholds to meet for the final wave are not really an issue now. Yeah, I imagine Oberon is pretty gosh darn destructive as far as this goes. I mean, Noble's taking care of it, you know. That's what? 680k ahead? I believe in assumed June's quitting. Thank you, Amaranth. Thank you. Worst Oni, my word! I personally have no opinion, so I can't really comment, but my word! There we go, that was a 3-turn run, wasn't it? Technically. It was probably the ugliest 3-turn run in human history, but it was a 3-turn run nevertheless. Okay. I love you, Jolta, but that was not working. But I don't really want a Squirtoria either. But that only worked because I got very, very lucky. Very, very lucky that Noble had a card on the second turn. Because if she hadn't, that would not have been a 3-turn one. Huh. I have her at level 100, even though I say that. I don't know. For me, who have I leveled 100? Nobu, Daon, and Mordred. And I have a 120 Nobu Katsu and a level 104 Benkei because I apparently hate myself over on JP. So Ratoria is very consistent. And Patchmap, thank you very much. It was your Koyan that we've been taking throughout. So thank you. I kind of want to Jason the final wave. Which I could do as Squirtoria. But my Squirtoria is only NP1 and I don't trust her. What's with the extra Emiya? I rolled him literally before the stream. I need to put them together. Remember, always use that clairvoyance. What would you do without that 1 star? Level 118 Umu because servant coin shortage. It's always so painful. Oh, servant coins, especially for 4 stars. You could use some of an anti-dragon buff like Beowulf. Beowulf would be nice. Beowulf would be nice, actually. I should have brought Beowulf. Thank you, Patchmark. I have an MP4 Beowulf. That is who I will be bringing from now on. Especially since I bring Merlin in on Wave 2 anyway. Because, look, Nobu's not having problems with Wave 3. Of course, this wouldn't be possible in a 5 or 6 CE setup, but hey, I'm at the start of the event. I can forgive myself for that. I'm just curious, okay? Well, whatever works. Just nobble your way through it. Oh, good luck, Effidel. Just trying to get 5 stars enough that you can get them to 120 is the challenge. It's no secret I'm trying to 120 Nobu. They honor Nobu on my 120 targets. She did as much... No, 1.8 million. Slightly less damage, but... Didn't she do 1.6 against 2 people last time, or was it 1.2? I don't remember. Also, I should really Bond Grill Merlin. I completely forgot that he's Bond 10. Let's try Beowulf. I want to try Beowulf. I know he doesn't have his own battery, but I'm curious how it works. Gomez, welcome to the stream. I just realized this is a stream and not a video. Yes, I'm live. Hi! No, welcome, welcome. I haven't streamed FGO since March. I actually haven't put out any FGO content since March, unless you count my horrendous stuff on Twitter. Which, by the way, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can find my links. Well, they're not links, are they? I just realized they're not links at all. But on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, I have the same name, or YouTube, X, and Twitch. I'm at SceneDunes at all 3 of them, because I have no originality. Also, thank you everyone for helping us smash the stream goal today. We're already at 15 likes, so thank you very much. Very kind. Let's find Beowulf. I really need to level up those skills. Holy crap, let me have a look. Alright, let's go level up some skills, shall we? Yeah. So my 12 million QP. This is my project for this, by the way. Arjuna Altar and Latoria Altar. And I need more crystallized ores because I really don't have that many. Ah, I remember why I stopped leveling him up. I had like 5 Occupant crystals back in the day. Sits probably does it for now. So, Perseverance of Old Age, if I recall. Ah, it's a nice one. It's worth leveling a bit more when I have a bit more QP. Zed is also anti-dragon. True! Zed would be actually quite fun to use. I might try an arts lineup with him later. My Brilliant Senene consists of all Oni and Mao Nobu. Not too shabby, my friend. Are you tempted to try the exhibition quest? Maybe, but also I will be humiliated publicly. No, maybe. A bit towards the end of the stream, perhaps I might give it my first go. We're going to be on for at least the next hour. I am in work tomorrow, or actually today now, because we're past midnight here in Australia. I do have work very early in the morning. I actually have to go early tomorrow. Excellent idea to do my first late night stream on a weekday, the day before I have to go in early, but hey, common sense, who needs it? This is all a dream wake up. I'm so sorry if it's a dream for you guys as well. The fact that your dream is devoted to a SceneDunes stream is probably a worrying sign. Alright, let's see how this goes. I got Artemis spooked while rolling for Koyan, which is a slap in the face of my Bonten Uriel. I feel a bit bad for Artemis. I think she's better than people give her credit for. But I get you. I get you. Everyone remember, please always salute Arash. Always salute your Arash as he fires off Stella. He always gives his life in service of us and the mighty event currency. Upcoming year is a Tyra banner. Yes. I would like to get Izumo no Okuni. I always feel a bit bad for her. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot to use Noble still. Oh well. She always gets overshadowed. Admittedly by my favourite servant, potentially. But, no, she's a fun one. I actually got her on JP, and I didn't get the servant I actually wanted, so I didn't know he was bloody coming. I should have figured it out, though. It was pretty damn obvious. What am I doing here? After a while, you just have to wonder why I bring Koyan in the front line and not Merlin. It would make far more sense for me to just start off with Merlin. But common sense isn't my forte. Alright, let's see what Beowulf can do on his own first. Thank you all for the salutes. Here he goes! Fight Club 5.0. Never mind. Oh! Well, that's pretty neat, actually. Sorry, Beowulf. I'm sorry to doubt you. If your skills were actually properly leveled, I think you'd be able to take care of that. And then... Actually, why don't I just use Merlin's buff on Beowulf? It's not like Nobu actually needs it. Just coming to Heracles give me his best. Aww. The staff one is so easy to nuke. I will find a way to flub it, believe you me. If it's not revolving around 3 stars, I always find a way. Have you already read Lost Boat 6? I actually read it closer to when it came out. I haven't played it on NA yet, but I've played it over on JP and I've read it. Admittedly, not my type of story, but I get why it's the best. Objectively, I have to say it is the best. Is it for me? Not especially. But is it objectively the best? It's tough to argue, even for someone like me. Concepts of Lost Boat 5, she and Orion are actually really good. Again, I just think she's very underrated. Also, thank mercy we now have a receive all. And yes, I am on 0 St. Quartz, don't charge. Let's go to the event shop. This anniversary is the only time I got what I wanted for GSSR, and it's NP4 shooting. Congratulations. For me, GSSR, the first time I ever did it, I got that servant I wanted, and then I went on a drought for ages. Then I got my second preference, and I went on a drought for ages. And then this year, I got the 5-star and the 4-star I wanted. So I really can't complain. Unfortunately, I've barely played the game since I got them. Yep, I'm awful at getting stuff from my bots. My Rash is bond 10 just from stellaring. Yep. Yep, that's what happens to the poor guy. Mine is bond 11, I think? Yeah, we're getting to bond 12. Slowly but surely. We'll see. Maybe this event might be the thing to get it. And just who got her bond grail today, Mao Noble. I've been using her without bond grail in here, which is really, really dumb. Beowulf is on the way to bond 9. He was one of my first servants. Noble Katsu over here is bond 11 on JP. Not here, sadly. And Merlin's bond 10 and should have a bond grail on him. But I am very indecisive. Okay, now this is what I should be doing, right? It actually makes no difference whatsoever. But, whatever. We'll keep it as it was. It makes no difference. Okay, I'm just making sure. No! The whole point of me was getting a bloody event seat. What am I doing? Okay, we can only afford these 2 so far because I'm a cheap ass. I'll think of a way to make it 5 later on. Maybe with the arts lineup we'll be able to use overseas. Lost Boat 6 took me like 16 hours to read. It was such a long haul. That's the thing, it's just so bloody long. And I'm not saying it's a bad story, it's just an incredibly long story. It is built different though, that's fair. Do you need me to set up my Koyan with a specific... Oh no, it's no problem, honestly, as I say, and welcome as well, right? I mean, I'm not really properly doing anything today. Remember, guys, salute. It's just a bit of a start. Richter, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We are farming indeed. It is farming season. And again, I have really not planned this out well. Noble should be on wave 1. Beowulf should be on wave 2. Anyway, I don't plan this out well, do I? I am awful at planning. I am the anti-planner. I just want to try this. Let's go! Thank you everyone for your salutes to Arash. It means a great deal. And now let's look at Beowulf beat the crap out of a dragon. That's more like it. After this, should we try an arts lineup, do you think? Or? So it seems this Unthinkable hero has 11 revives. Is it 11? I think so, right? I think it's 11. That sounds about right. Arash will be remembered. A hero to us all. Welcome if you're just joining. It is Nerofest 2023, bots farming calamity for the next, was it week and a half or so? I'll be trying to stream every day. I know I say that all the time, so take that with a pinch of salt, but I'm going to try. I am honestly going to try. Like, today was probably one of the busiest days I've ever had, work-wise. And yet, we're still streaming. That's the one thing I'm proud of today. I wanted to stream today, and here we are. So, let's try an arts setup. So, double Castoria. Because I am not creative. Or because it's necessary, one or the other. I did the first 10 boxes, but I don't seem to have the damage CE. Is it in your... It might be in your mailbox. Impacto. Try Squirtle with double Castoria and an extra charger. I don't know if I have any extra chargers. Do I have anyone who I could just, like, blast this with? 50, 50, 100, 130. 130 plus... Okay, 130 NP battery is not enough. 180. Is 180 battery enough? No, not if I do it that way. I'm trying to do this in my head. I'm trying to see if I can do it with Jason or Odysseus. Odysseus is my go-to arts farmer normally. I don't think that's going to work this time. Yeah, damage C is in the first 5 boxes, but I believe it goes into the mailbox rather than into your thing. Okay, there you go. So much bloody Chinliang you. Squirtoria can do the first 2 waves, but the problem is she can't do the last one. That's what's a little bit irritating. Also, I'm not entirely confident she can do... Without the damage CE, can Squirtoria actually do the second wave? I don't see how it works. I just don't see how she does enough damage. Yeah, I don't know if Odysseus is going to be able to charge enough, you know? That's true. I could mix it up a little. This is a tough decision. That's true. The thing is, I want it to be clean. Oh yeah, I mean, Nobu is, I mean, we've been 3-turning it, but it's just, we need to 3-turn it with enough, charge. My main issue is, I don't have Koyan Style or Oberon, so I can't easily... Can Nobu, the question is, can Nobu do enough damage if she doesn't have the damage CE? Do you know what, guys? Let's try that. Let's try it. Let's try it. Nobu without the damage CE. How did you get here? By the way, I really want this 5-star CE. I really want it. Which probably means I'm not going to get it. You can get to... Yeah. We're going to try this with... Okay, let's try this. So, Nobu, Nob. And I'm going to give her the C. Alright? We're going to try it. Then we have Arash, who does his usual tricks. Okay, so just give him, he can have the, where is it? Devilish Bodhisvata. I'm definitely saying that wrong, and I horrendously, with horrendous pronunciation, and I truly apologize for that. Where is it, though? There we go. Merlin. We can have another one. Then if we bring in... I want to bring in Nobu, but no, you have to bring in Beowulf. Logic, people, logic. What am I doing? And then... I don't know. Someone. Nobu can get charged from double Castoria plus her battery append. True. Did I try to get Koyan and Oberon? I did try. And I definitely failed. I need a 2-star. What am I doing? I can't count. No, I don't. What am I on about? Alright, so the logic here is that we can do enough damage. 50, 20, 70, 90, 110. Alright, let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's try it. Who did I grab for my anniversary 5-star? I still haven't done it, guys. I'm ashamed to say I've been too indecisive. I'm stuck between Drake and Osaka Behime. Osaka Behime's NP honestly might be my favorite in the entire game. I love its effects. I think it's gorgeous. And I think she looks cool too, especially like the second Ascension. But I really do want Drake. Yes, common sense went out the window here. I fully acknowledge this. Mats! Omedo, welcome you both to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some Nerofest farming. And everyone salute to Rosh. We're trying out something here. It's probably not going to work, but we'll try nonetheless. Because with Noble Cuts' crit star gen and damage buff and damage to E, eventually Noble can one-shot most anything easy. Yes, she can. My concern is my command card luck doesn't tend to be very lucky. In other words, I am a cautious bugger, is what I'm basically saying. Just have Noble hit the last wave while Squirtle loops the first two. That's honestly a practical solution. I'm basically doing the same but with Arash and Beowulf. There's no logic behind it. I just like seeing Beowulf punch dragons. Thank you for the salutes, everyone. Thank you. My Kadakio reached level 100. Congratulations. Next is Spishtar to 120. Now that will be a sight to see. I've never read Koyan's skills in English. Massacring technique, brackets humans. It's promising. This is probably not going to work, but let's see how it does. Okay, never mind, it works. Just woke up, didn't start, stay up to start Nerofest. Oh, I don't blame you. We've got time, we've got time. I'm surprised I'm even playing it tonight, to be honest. Oh, hey, my friend support list is currently useless, Omega. I'm farming about only Grailcaster crew. Yes, oh, Grailcaster crew with Koyan is going to wreck this event like no tomorrow. Yes, I want to limit break the Leonidas CE as well, and I'm glad you and I see it as the Leonidas CE. I know most see it as the Rama or the Martha CE, or some will even say it's the Fergus CE. That would mainly just be Fergus. But I also really want a copy of the 5-star CE. I think the 5-star CE for this event is beautiful. Will I get it? Probably not now that I've said that. Strong Nabu! Good news, got one copy of C and 4 Leonidas copies. Bad news. So many, yeah, that is bad news. Mats, you have my sympathies. Now, special will go to 100, 120 for someone else. Don't know who. It's a tough decision. Who will it be? I will take Lala. Alright, so we're in a bit of a tough spot this time. Because I want to increase the number of people with the CE, which means I need to do 2, which probably means I need to do the Squirtoria route. My brain is not working. How do I can't get 2 Squirtorias. I can't get Squirtoria, 2 Tassoris, and Noble Tatsu to work in this lineup. Or can I? No, because then the CEs don't work. Doesn't change the problem. Damn right, I mean. I tell you what, there's quite a few people out there hammering this event. I'm a little bit on the slower end, as you can tell. I'm a slow reader, there's no problem with the cutscenes here, I am too. Yeah, I need the Lost Boat 6 upgrade as well. The third round slot has an Assassin 90 plus, True Caster will absolutely turn them into mincemeat. MB 2 million, congrats! That is actually very impressive. I need to bond rail mine, if I'm going to be using him this much. About you trading Daon and Astolfos for your Yangs and Liz. Take it! Take it! Give me your Daons! I need everyone's Daons. That sounds really weird, but I promise I'm not weird. I am weird, but not in that way. I like Daon. That is not a secret. I'm wondering if Oberon might be a better support choice. 20, 40, 60, 80. No, it doesn't work mathematically. Alright. We'll stick with this for now, because my brain is not quite working. Unless... Nope, my brain just isn't working. Now I'm making up servants in my head. I'm looking for a single target 1-star berserker. Don't ask, my brain isn't working. Alright, we'll stick with this for now. You can take my NP2 down. I would! Oh, Mats, I would give you my Heracles and everything. Yeah, that's the thing with Oberon. Alright, we'll stick with this lineup for now. We'll see how it works out. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have used the arts card. He might not actually do enough damage. I might have screwed that up. There's a small chance I may have screwed this up. Got lucky. MP2 Bradamante, Scheherazade, and a Penthesilea. I will take your Scheherazade, Bradamante, and Penthesilea. I will be fine with all of those. Not 1 star, but maybe Lubu. It's the cost that we're looking for. I'm trying to get the cost down. But Lubu wouldn't be a terrible idea. How are people farming this event? With great difficulty. Aww. Is my Artemis actually NP2? I don't know. Did she spook me again? I'm actually not sure. I'll have to check that. I'm genuinely unsure if she spooked me twice. Which is a scary thought in and of itself. Alright, let's see how this goes. The thing about Nobu is that she is very beautiful. But the other thing is that she's a very good servant. Honestly, it's crazy to me that for years, Mao Nobu had a reputation as being like the bottom tier Avenger of the game. It's still insane to me when she's got such an incredibly powerful offensive arsenal. Like a ludicrously powerful offensive arsenal. Now, a universal coin, I've heard that discussed before. I'm surprised it's something we haven't seen yet. I have not got Coin Star. I've got her on JP, not on NA, sadly. Guys, you know what to do. Everyone, offer your salutes. Trade offer NP8 Qingliang Yu for a whole 2 Tama coins. Well, that would give me NP14 Qingliang Yu. And I think that's just about as many 4 stars you need to summon before you can actually do anything with the servant coins. I've been clearing in 5 to 7 turns with single targets. Honestly, that might be what I will resort to like get a 5 CE setup. Also throwing an Ibaraki, a Jack, Summer Ibaraki, Summer Kiyohime, Summer Tamamo, and NP3 Summer Carmilla. I'll take this. Let's see. The Summer Kiyohime is rare. So I'll take that. The rest I'm okay. NP8 Qingliang Yu for 2 Tama coins. I'm just crazy. I hate Summer Servants. While Summer Nito Chris exists, I cannot agree, but I get it. Also, Beowulf is just getting such great command card luck against the dragon. I am very grateful. Yeah, Universal 7 points of Mana Prisons. Also, again, thank you very much for your salutes to Arash. I'm actually going to take a photograph of this if you don't mind. Much obliged. This Noble Fest, I really want to fully level Adventure Noble skills because she's still at 1-1-1. Tyrese, how could you? But no. Yeah, she is really worth it. And I'm totally not biased, and ignore my latest tweet about her. That is not an indication of bias. That is merely a hint of appreciation at how talented she is because her kit is so strong. What do I think about the NA stream on Japan? I scarcely watched it. I didn't have any expectations for it, to be honest. Some people I know thought it would be a merger. Others thought it would be some sort of great big announcement. I didn't really think it would be anything. If anything, I thought the trailer that was leaked might be announced. And it turned out, I think we got, what was it, an early buff? So it didn't really surprise me, and I wasn't particularly disappointed because I didn't go in expecting much. But I know quite a few people were disappointed. And again, I felt a bit bad for them. Again, also, first of all, because NA stream setup is so tiny compared to the JP side of things. But also just putting all that expectations on it when it was running simultaneously with the JP stream. It was, an unwinnable position to be in. Noble Avenger's reputation was so weird to me. The first time I used her, she was just exploding everything. It's right! Yeah! See, I'm not the only one. It's not just my personal bias. It just largely is my personal bias. Nope, that doesn't work, Sion. What the hell are you doing? I mean, there's a few I really like Archer, Artoria, and Berserker Musashi, but by and large they frustrate me. Yeah, from what I can tell, Max, you tend to like the ones that sort of have a funny gimmick to it. Like Squirtoria or Musashi having that water, almost like a water festival of a noble phantasm. Would that be a fair assumption? I don't have Noble Avenger, only NP2 Noble Zerker. I mean, Noble Berserker's very talented in her own right. I have her NP3, largely by accident, but, you know, a very impressive servant in and of herself. I am nobleless completely. That is a tragedy, Max, and you have my sympathy. But I made it her summoning for Mori during the Guda Guda event. Oh, Mori is a servant I just love rolling for. I think he's so fun to use, and I wish he liked me as much as I like him. JP going crazy while NA is like, anyways, yeah, Summer 6, woo! Aww. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't, like, accidentally do the wrong thing there. Sorry, I just had a brief moment there where I wasn't really sure what the hell I was doing. But who do I put these skills on again? Is it the fluffy white haired guy? Is that who gets it? Squirts for starting charge CE, Noble, Tasoria, Plug, Tasoria, equal to 5, sort of easy with this. That's true. I might try it later. I might try that later, definitely. I need to make better use of my Squirtoria. I, scarcely use her. And I don't know why. Because when I got her, I was actually pretty happy. And with Toy Knife, I wasn't living where I am now, so it's at least, it's over 3 years ago. Holy crap. Time sure flies. Using her with Noble Tatsu is addicting. No, it is. I want to make a Noble Venger, Noble Tatsu lineup at some point. Right now, I'm just too cautious. I don't think I've seen you use Berserker Noble. I use her for, single target anti-divine runs often. So, if you ever see the Dioscuri, and I'm anywhere near it, you can bet I'm throwing Noble Berserker to beat the crap out of them, because they are the two most annoying buggers in this entire game. Every time they're in an event. Well written, though. Ooh. We need to get some drops, but that won't be for a few boxes. Was it every 10 boxes you average 1 drop, roughly? 8 to 10 boxes. Tiny also, Archer is so silly that I love it, but I kind of hate some of it because of the gimmicks. Ah, okay. No, that's what I mean, the water explosion. I mean, the water show, I guess, more than gimmicks. That's fair, that's fair. And yeah, water done at Excalibur is stupid. In a good way. I agree. I love Summer Musashi for her voice line. I see. I haven't heard it, now that I think about it. What are your rolling plans for the rest of the year? I'm personally going to roll for the art servants for the upcoming summer event and save for Lancer Ryoma. Spend everything in a really stupid manner on servants I don't particularly care for, and then not have enough for Ryoma or Noble. That's the truth. The plan is to save up for Ryoma and Noble. I've been rolling for the 5-star CE for this event. If I get the 5-star CE for this event, I don't think I'm rolling for the rest of the year until Guda Guda. But I really do want the 5-star CE for this event. Double Noble Tatsumao is fun with all the passive stars. Yep. Yeah. I don't think I want a Noble Tatsu for the damage NP just so I can justify my level 120 Noble Tatsu on JP. Having a guy who I can't use the Noble Phantasma without feeling bad is not exactly an ideal situation. I'll try a setup later. That's really interesting. How close is Leonidas to Bond 10? See, Max, we're getting there. We're getting there very slowly. Noble Nardus kit is hard hitting indeed. Jean Dark Alter, welcome! I can't believe I found the stream. Welcome. YouTube never notifies me. See, there's a conspiracy against me. They do not want people watching bad content, which is why they never advertise me. But no, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. We're doing some Nerofests on a night before I have to go in very early for work, which is a very stupid decision on my own part, but one I don't regret. It's called taking back control. Also, thank you everyone for helping us smash the stream goal. We were targeting 10 likes. We're almost double that, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. It's really cool to be streaming again and to be more consistent. And hey, I'm making Fate Grand Order content. I haven't done an FGO stream since the middle of March, and I haven't made an FGO video since January. I'm trying to fix that. I do promise. But I do really appreciate the support and the patience. Thinking of yesterday, I got Neuromaster Bond 10. Congratulations, Max. I always think that's a wonderful achievement, getting a servant to Bond 10. On JP and NA, I make, friend support lists, of servants, and I put them all with their Bondcraft essence. It's just like a little hall of fame, as it were. This is the... I haven't achieved much in the game, but I have achieved this. Again, we get a Beowulf Brave Chain against Dragon. By the way, especially how you feel about Lost Book 6. What do you think about the Annie 7? I was disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was underwhelming. Much better than last year. Huge upgrade from last year. Last year, I couldn't care less. Which was why I was devastated when I got her on my first multi, rolling for Shufu. I have an addiction to rolling for Anniversary. I can't help it. I hate the servant. It could be a modified Tamamo cat. I'm still going to roll Anniversary. Yet, it's growing on me very slowly. I think her first ascension is adorable. And that saves it for me. But I'm not bothered for the character at all. You know, better than last year, but I can't say I'm particularly in love. Although, Castoria aside, because Castoria is so nutty and Koyan's style is just so impressive. The last character I liked as an Anniversary Servant, Ryder Da Vinci to some extent, but Skadi maybe, or even Holmes. I mean, the one thing I will say is I think they do capture a grandeur. For me, the most important thing for an Anniversary Servant is they need to have a sense of grandeur about them. I felt this year they didn't have that. Like, even last year, I didn't like it, but there was a definite sense of grandeur. Koyan Scar changed the game. Castoria changed the game. Da Vinci Rider is an important character. Same goes for Holmes. Same goes for the OG Da Vinci. Skadi changed the game in her own right. We forget just how much of a revolution she was for Quick when she arrived. I don't know if they had that this year. Another thing I usually prefer summer servants over the OG counterparts. I'm hit and miss with them, but definitely feel some of the older ones like Ishtar and Nitocris. Absolutely. Running out of AP is a pain. It is. I am repeatedly using silver apples. I don't know why I don't just use a gold apple. I'm so sorry, everyone. You just see me constantly use silver apples. There is no logic behind it. See, Noble's taking like half the health out almost, just by herself. And people say she's weak. What did I say about bad? Did I talk bad about myself? Wait, what? Did I? Ah! Just saying the truth about myself. Ah. Do you think Noble Tatsu will come back during Gruda Gruda? He's coming back during the rerun. The rerun of last year's event. Has that happened yet, by the way, guys? Or am I dreaming? The rerun of last year's event. It hasn't happened yet, right? I was thinking this the other day. Has it happened, or am I thinking of last year? Honestly, my brain is so fried at this point. Damn, first time not a Beowulf Brave Chain. I'm devastated. Just have to put up with a Buster Brave Chain instead. Oh, thank you, Effidel. I appreciate it. Again, we won't be going too much longer because I've got to turn in soon. I'm early in work tomorrow. But, ooh. Nice job, Beowulf. Did it without the need for the Brave Chain. I have 3 with my favorites of each class, and my goal is to fill them all out with their Born Seas. Yep. It's just so fun to do. I'm completely with you, Max. I'm completely with you. I was trying to get MP5 Shufu, but I got MP3, MP up for MP3 Shufu. Yep. Exactly the same. Very relatable. Librarian is very good. Yeah, I think it's a cute one. Ascension mirrors, I really wanted something who looked like classic Western witch, and for that servant not to be Liz. A very understandable desire. That's to see, yeah. To see if it's a must roll for gameplay-wise, you know, there's still a lot of time. But it depends if you like the look. Did I call my content bad? It's different. It hasn't, I don't think. No, it hasn't. Thank you. It's after summer. I thought so. It's after summer. Summer 5 has passed. Yes, we're on summer 6 now. Right? Yeah, we're on summer 6. The summer 5 rerun's done. Summer 6 is coming. Then it's the Guda 5, 6, 5 rerun. Don't confuse my numbers. So yes, it hasn't happened yet. Thank you, everyone. I thought I was going crazy. Yes, it hasn't happened yet. Why did I use a silver apple? I really did. I think the expectation for the anniversary was too high. Everyone wanted the Yes, they were very high. But in fairness, they did lay the groundwork for that person to be the anniversary servant. There were numerous signs that it was going to be them, and then they subverted those expectations, but not even in a particularly interesting way. And again, I don't think it was a disappointment in the same way others do necessarily. But I was surprised by the swerve. It felt very Vince Russo. There you go. There's a reference to the wrestling fans. I got MP5 art before shoot. That's just ridiculous. No, I don't blame you, Louise. I think lots of people did. I've just conquered the hurt ultra high difficulty. Now I'm just terrified of the other ones. That's the fun thing. That's the fun part, though. Quests that are challenging. And I know some people think these quests are easy. I actually think they can be quite challenging. I'm sure they'll kick my butt for sure. I'll try and film them and put them on YouTube. Pink Farm, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a while. How are you? And indeed, it's Nobu time. It's Nobu time. Well, actually, it was Beowulf time. Now it's Nobu time. Got really scared then. I thought Koyan's skills weren't working and they'd like been grayed out, and then I realized I was looking at Merlin. Damage C makes them doable, that's true. I don't give a crap about archetypes. I love the archetype Earth part. I can't say I love either. But I'm old and moody. I've got to have enough sandquartz to pity for all my dolls this year. Didn't get to it, but still got them. Summer camera is last and just wait for healthy and get at least MP2. Good luck, Omega. I hope everyone does get the servants they want. I think... Fine, I'm using it. Admittedly, there aren't many servants for me left in the game. I'm mostly now looking for older ones, but I think it's good that there are so many exciting servants for so many people. The NP, I admit, is pretty interesting. I just can't get over my dislike of the character. It's not so... And I don't... That's not true. I don't dislike the character. I'm uninterested in the character. That's more accurate. I don't dislike the character. That would be very unfair. I'm just disinterested. Also, sorry I didn't advertise this on the community page like I said I was going to. That's because I'm an idiot who forgets things and maybe decided to stream like 5 seconds before I started. Because I naturally plan everything. Everything is completely planned on the Scene Dunes channel, and that's why I haven't uploaded since January. It was a plan, not because I'm an idiot who got too scared to upload anything. So my last stream of FGO was on the 25th of March, and it was the Akihabara Tower. Damn, that's a long time ago. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thanks, Pink Phone. Very busy with work, which is why I haven't been doing much. And again, today was just killer for me. My word, I was there an hour and a half for... No, an hour and 15 late today. Wish I got paid for my overtime. I'd make loads. What was the fastest you've ever pulled a 5-star? Archetype Earth. Who I wasn't interested in at all. Got her immediately. Generally on JP, the rule is the less interested I am in a servant, the more likely I am to get them soon. Faye Lancelot was another servant I was not interested in getting. Got her almost immediately. On NA, no, I just don't get anything. I don't get the ones I'm interested in, don't get the ones I'm not interested in most of the time. Except Nobu. When Nobu banners come around, the first day of a Nobu banner, I have instant success and then a complete drought for the rest of it. Very consistent in that regard. Thank you also, Amran, for this salute to Arash. I was surprised that since November of last year to now, I got 2,700 sandquartz. That is insane. That is actually insane. Got my future wishlist are Merlin Sister and 5-star Medusa. 5-star Medusa is an interesting one. I think a certain French mythical knight, who is also real, who is also like the father of Europe, is probably going to capture my attention more. Aren't you since you want, then it should be quite easy to save up quartz, you'd think, except I am an addict for rolling. I haven't seen John Wick 4 yet. I need to watch it. My fiance wants to see it a lot too. Seeing and saving can't be in a sentence. It's true. It's true. I know I want to save. It's so funny. In real life, I'm so frugal. And yet, when it comes to gacha, I'm just like, no. Maybe that's why. Maybe I need to let go in real life a little. With my imaginary money. Oh, best poet has to go to Musashi. NP6. That is impressive. That is actually very impressive. I haven't watched it yet though, SSJ, but I am going to. Absolutely. I got Kama and Starhawk in one mode. That's just insane. But you don't know what 5-star Medusa was or what. On principle, I need her. Oh, fair. Fair. Yeah, I'm a fan, but I don't know. Thing is, there's nothing in the upcoming summer event that interests me either on JP. On NA, there's like one servant I consider, but I'm probably not going to. And that French knight was also allegedly an ancestor of Sir Christopher Lee. Really? Do you know those events? If anyone was going to be a direct descendant, it would be Christopher Lee. What a fascinating man he was. He's one of those people you could just watch talk for hours. A fantastic storyteller who had genuine stories to tell. Like, just on, not now, of course, because you're watching the Seung Jun stream. But honestly, watch any Christopher Lee interview. It's a fascinating experience. So educational. Am I going to Bond Break Merlin? I should, shouldn't I? I want to do... I have to save one for Dayon. I should. I'm using him so much. I honestly haven't used him in like a year. Mostly because I haven't played. But yeah, I should Bond Break him. This is getting a little bit ridiculous now. Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, I'll Bond Break. Summer Shootin'. That's a surprise, actually, Impacto. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Summer Shootin'. For such a popular character. Summer Shootin'. Summer Ereshkigal. Summer Chevalier Dayon. No, that's just me. I'm not sure. I've seen a concept for Summer Malnobu that I really liked on Twitter. Well, the artist formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. But I don't think that's how they'd implement it, sadly. I wasn't expecting to get Camel when I first rolled for her, but she came on a single ticket. Meanwhile, I got like 1,000 Pavatis. I don't care about Summer Six Sense, but I really want Summer Castoria. That's... I admit, that's... Not for me, but I think that was a mega winner. I mean, did you see the reaction in the auditorium? I just saw that Salter and Jaguar Man got buffed. They did. Which sadly means what I think is the best video I ever made, which was the Jaguar Warrior video, is now outdated. It makes me so sad, but I was so happy to see her buffed. It's long overdue, and it's the skill that needed buffing. They've reduced the cooldown by 3 turns, which is still a little lengthy. Still a little lengthy, but it's so much better now. So much better because of that. Thank you, Effadella. Summer Dayon. And thank you. We got another like on the stream. Thank you very much. Very kind. We've really hammered the stream goals, so thank you all very much. I really do appreciate it. It really does help the channel. But, yeah, no, it's fantastic. I'd love a Summer Dayon. We've got them in a craft essence. Now we need them as a servant. Well, let's get the last of the CEs. I play only on air in the summer. I'm kind of interested in... what does that consume? 7 St. Quartz. That's 7 more than I have, Zimmons. That is true, Impacto. That is a funny name to have. I DM you link to... Oh, yes, Terry, so I look forward to it. Also, by the way, if you want to, I don't really know, I have no advert for this, but... No, but if you just want to say hi, feel free to follow me over on Twitter. As long as you're over 18 years of age, you can follow me over on Twitter. Or X. Whatever the hell it's called now. So glad they started with a good buff this year. They've started off strong, and I know Salter's buff is the one that stands out, but Jaguar's buff is nice too. And as the person who made 3-star superstars, naturally, that is my focus. Also, let's just Bond Grill Merlin, because this is incredibly stupid. What are we doing? I need to save one for Dayon. One for Jason. Do we want to Bondrel Merlin? Am I going to use him enough? How many do I have? I only have 2. I won't do it yet. I'm a coward. Soldier's a crazy buster looping out. Yep. Next buster, a 5-star foreigner, 3-star rider. Oh, I mean, Abigail Williams has to be the favorite, right? Because she desperately needs it. I wonder if they'll buff Hawksye's Noble Phantasm. That's something I'd like to see, is a Noble Phantasm buff for Hawkseye. But that's an entirely selfish desire. Jeff Catastrophe for last year, I had no hope. That's true. That 80% battery, but when he cannot use it, is hopeless. Casta Cruz OP now? That's an understatement. Rue, welcome! It has been a very long time! How are you doing? Well, you think the Salter buff is overhyped. I haven't looked into it too much, so I can't really provide comment yet. I've been more looking at the Jaguar buff because I have something wrong with me that makes me obsessed with 3-stars. I'd have a gave Ibaraki a specific buff for shooting 7. I know, right? It's like Shufu has for Yume Ren, and Nobutatsu, of course, has for Nobunaga servants. I think Ozzy should have a buff for Arash servants. Make it a passive skill. Arash Respector rank ES. Let's do it. See if you have any Benkei repellent. I'm sorry, it's the opposite. I keep getting him myself. Actually, on JP, I need him. I do need him on JP. I need his servant coins, which is not a thing I thought I'd ever say. I need Benkei servant coins. What a sad state of existence. Look what I've reached with my life. Castoria healing buff when? That's the thing that would make her compete with Merlin as an interesting servant for me. Merlin is a far more interesting servant because he can run those long stall lineups. Castoria, for me, can't yet until she gets that. Healing, I know many people consider healing to be not that important. I think it's very important, especially for those long-term fights. I recently found a FGO channel with videos about a level 100 Caster Shield and level 120 Saber Shield killing bosses. That does sound like a weird experience. It sounds almost like an existential crisis. What do you mean? She can BG farm and can also loop it with Koyan? Oh, Salter! Sorry, yeah, I haven't looked at the buff too much myself. It looks impressive to me. And the fact she's a 4-star obviously means she does it at a lower cost. However, 4-stars also have that annoying little thing of not wanting to give you servant coins. No, you can't escape Benkei. And by the way, that isn't just me. That's like a universal truth, a universal statement of life. You can't even escape Benkei when Benkei isn't there. Because it's bloody Hitachi Kaison, isn't it? Right, FDL, let's do it. Aussie buff for Arash. Rasengo, here is a direct message to you. Nobunaga has Nobutatsu. Yume Ren has Shufu. Shuden Doji has Ibaraki Doji. Give Arash Ozymandias. There, that's my plea. Salter buffs basic 10 minutes. I mean, that's impressive. Benkei's secret 6-star. I think Benkei would more likely be the secret and the first -1 star. Angra gets a promotion. Alright, here we go. Yep. I will try a new lineup. Eventually, I promise. It's just this one's working quite well, so I'm pretty happy with this one. And I get to use Nobu, so that's always a plus for me. As anyone who follows me on Twitter knows, I'm something of a Nobu fan. Give Leonidas a Shielder icon. Shielder Leonidas, come on! It's Alley Pink form. I think that's the one thing. The one thing that stops me definitively saying Castoria is the best servant in the game is that. I'm not saying she isn't the best servant, but that's the one thing that I think means it's not necessarily clear-cut. Do I think OG Raiko should get a buff? And welcome to the stream, Andrew. Yes, I do. I actually think she's sort of not fallen behind necessarily, because she's still a very solid 5-star. She's not a bad servant by any means. But in terms of the overpowered competition she faces, the Mordans of the world, the Arjuna Altars of the world, she does need something to compete. Now, those two are more powerful for a reason, you could say, but I do think, let's see Raito get some love. Give Leonidas Mash as a dedicated support. It works! It fits storyline-wise. Let's do it. I'm all for it. They even have a craft essence together. Let's do it. It's the Hijikata support. The combination we never knew we needed. Two already duets, it's a skill upgrade though. Yeah, Raito and Shooten getting a buff together would make sense. Are any any gold berserkers due a buff this anniversary? I actually didn't see what the who the servants were. Let's just do a test. Actually, no, we need to kill a rush. Step Beowulf, and what am I doing? The hell was I doing? I almost wanted just to use Nobu to do the attack, but then we don't get Beowulf in, which completely screws up wave 2. Sorry, Arash. Salute, everyone! The best craft essence in the game. No bias there. Although, do you guys know what my favorite craft essence in the game is? Have I ever told you guys? I think I made a video on it very briefly where I mentioned it, but I've never really talked about it on stream. Just curious if anyone knows what my favorite C is. Let's get rid of the burn debuff. First one you ever leveled to 100. Impressive, Matt. I've seen a lot of gold sabers. My vote for the 5-star berserker is Shang Yu. Shang Yu to definitely use one. Nightingale to use one too. That's true. Those are two servants who could definitely use it. As a Shang Yu Hather, I can verify he needs a buff. To his NP specifically. It just can't compete. His NP makes him look like the awe-inspiring god of the battlefield. The damage, not quite so much. A bit more of a whimper, more like a foot soldier who is still learning how to swing a sword. The best buff Nightingale got was her extra attaching each other throwing a bed at the enemy. But that is quite a buff. And hey, it's an animation update. You don't get those types of buffs nowadays. Oh! Mao Nobunaga being seen as the weakest Avenger is just something a lot of people seem to think about nowadays. It's insane to me. It's insane. She's so strong. And yes, I am a simp, but at the same time, it's true. 4% attack. No, not quite, Patchman, not quite. But I do respect you remembering that. Your favorite C is obviously Tamamo Cat's Bond CE. Naturally. I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know if I want to imagine. Salute. I remember it being one tailor-made for Daeon. That is correct, Max. It is a Daeon craft essence. There is a craft essence specifically designed for Chevalier Daeon. Back in the day when there weren't that many servants, things like the Chaldea Boys collection had craft essences that were often specifically designed, especially at the 3 and 4-star level, for a particular servant who was featured in the artwork, which I always thought was a really neat thing they did. Sadly, because there's so many servants now, you have to make craft essence a bit more catch-all, which is understandable, but I just think it's really cool. Seems like it's changed because Nobunaga's buff is coming out soon. It is. Yes, she's getting... So Nobunaga is getting a buff with the rerun of the next Guda, which also comes with the other buff she gets, called Nobutatsu. And remember, even if you don't like Nobutatsu, which I don't get why, or even if you have him at NP5 and have all his servant coins, remember, soon we will have something called Grail Casting. Now, Grail Casting, sorry, I'm British, Grail Casting is something where you can use servant coins to make a Holy Grail. 2 per month, and I believe they cost 2,000 coins each. Noble Tatsu is a 1-star servant who gives the equivalent of a 3 stars coins when being rolled, which makes him a great choice for Grail casting. But shame on you, you're getting rid of Noble Tatsu. Shame on you, but seriously, do it, it makes sense. Shangri is the closest to be viable if they try to buff. Raiko only needs a charge. Nightingale is a hard egg to crack. But Nightingale at least is an interesting servant. She's not meta, I get it, but she's an interesting servant. She's very different from anything else. And that's what I respect. And that's what even Medea Lily, who, you know, as a character I only like now after 5.5, to be honest. I can respect her kit because it is so different to everything else in the game. Same, it's why I sometimes use lineups with Iris Feel on it, which, believe me, with that NP game can be incredibly painful. But it's fun. That Super True Shang's MP is mega underwhelming. His voice acting gets me really hype and then it doesn't do much at all. I know, it's just so sad. Mal Noble Buster Crits on par with Ultra's Buster Crits for me, just with the sound effects. And they're just beautiful to watch. Yeah. My Twitter is a lot of photographs of Mal Noble doing attacks, I admit that. Do I think Mal Noble needs a buff? Always, because you can... She's perfect, and yet you can always make perfect better. But yeah, she is getting a buff. Is it with the new Duda? Sorry, I thought it was with the rerun. Max, I think you're right. And I think that I shouldn't be trying to remember things off the top of my head at 2 a.m. Probably a bad idea. Cats has it. How dare you, Tyrese? How dare you? But yes, he does have a very good use for that. But you're burning the poor man. Artemis, welcome to the stream. I just want Noble Archer to come back. You may be in luck. In about 1 year and 9 months. 8 months. Might be in luck. I feel no shame. Noble Tatsu just doesn't click with me. That's fair, that's fair. Noble Tatsu is much better as a character, and I say this knowing I'm a Noble simp, when Noble isn't around. Then I actually think he's hilarious. When she's around, I admit, you know, not always for everyone. Even for me sometimes. But when she's not around, he's actually a very, engaging character. The only thing that you can be a Noble fan is that still try to buff her to make her good. She is good! Thank you, Effidel. I'm the same as you. Look, I've got him as 120 on JP. I can't just use his NP. I feel guilty. Yeah, Pink Thumb. He wrote Noble Tatsu. Fantastic. Thumbs up. Always a thumbs up for that. So that's which Noble gets a buff in the new Duda? Noble Venger. It's this skill that gets buffed. It becomes a 30% buff and a... not buff, 30% buff. What am I saying? A 30% battery rather than 20%. And there's a Buster buff on it as well. That Death Cycle is extremely strong. No. It does make Noble dumb. Yeah, he was good in Yamato Roku. And he is more engaging in an... there's an upcoming event he will be in, which I think is probably his best appearance yet. I won't say anything further. My most desired buff is for Leonid's MP. The fact that so many MPs nowadays do 20 stars and Afterthought means he needs to more than just give 25. It's true, it's true. He, at the time, 25 stars was fantastic, and he was a great low-rarity Buster crit support on top of the fact, you know, in an intriguing way, where he could supply stars, because he can loop his NP. He has that 25% Buster buff. But nowadays, with the power creep that's occurred in FGO JP, it does leave him a little bit behind. Is Morden then a bit underwhelming damage, or I don't use Morden enough to comment? Morden users, what do you guys think? There's one arch buff slot. I hope it's her skill is too old. It makes my grandma feel young. Yeah, her skill set is really old. The fact that she has a skill that has B- on it is such a relic of the game. I know it's just for visual purposes and aesthetic purposes, but my word, and it doesn't affect on the skill amount still for the crit damage, but it's such an artifact. An Artemis fact. Nope, I'm so sorry. Did I get Oberon? No, I got none of the Lost Belt servants I rolled for them. Did not get a single one. But I did get another Qingliang Yu, which is apparently my fate in life. No pun intended. Morden is underwhelming at NP1. Fascinating. Aw, that's very sweet from a war perspective, Impacto. Matt said up his defense buff had the crit chance resist as well. Maybe. Crit chance resist for him. He'd be like one of the 5 servants I wouldn't mind it on. Normally I'm not a huge fan of it, but it would work for him. Okay, so a bit reliant on Oberon, ironically. What do you think the NA exclusive thing will get this next month? Apparently it's so exclusive to NA that Albert didn't want to say it. I have no idea. What do you guys think it is? I actually don't know what the exclusive thing could be. Normally it's like a certain banner. Because it has to be something that makes sense to be exclusive. Do you know what I mean? It can't be something that would be unfair towards the JP fans. So it has to be something. What happens next month? Is it this month in August? Is there any like American celebrations in August? I don't know. I'm happy to know that Mount Noble is now upgraded to 222. Thank you, Tyrese. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Ruth, the man, anything's turned to dust. Ah, yes, and Patchmark hits human attribute. I see. Morden's crits are consistent. I see. But yeah, I have no idea what it's going to be. I am curious, though. Very curious. Early welfare leaves would be fantastic. That would be like my #1 thing, if I could. Or grail casting. Those would be my top 2. I don't know if we'll get a limited 5-star ticket. Again, it has to be something that wouldn't necessarily prejudice JP. Just trying to think what that could be. Interesting. Interesting. Salute, everyone! I'll have to be heading off soon. I'm already over the amount of time I meant to be streaming. Very naughty on a work night. But I want to thank everyone for coming. Out of interest, do you guys prefer the streams here on YouTube or over on Twitch? I am curious. By the way, you can follow me at YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch at SoonDunes. Cheap plug. But what do you guys prefer? Early Mighty Chain. Oh, Vets, that's a nice idea. And welcome. That is a nice idea. YouTube, please. Okay, might keep it here on YouTube. Okay, bring in Koyan. And here we go again! That's no problem, everyone. So this will be the final NP. Everyone stand up on your feet and give a round of applause to Demon King Nobunaga. And there we are, everyone. I will put out a community post before I stream from now on. Today was an impulse decision. I'm going to try and stream every day this week. It won't be Nerofest every day, but it will be at least 2 or 3 days. We might have a WWE stream. I might throw in a Jump King stream. There's a couple of other things. I'll put it in the YouTube community post so you guys can decide. If you've enjoyed the stream, please leave a like because it really does help. I just want to thank everyone who has liked the stream and who's watched today as well, because you know what? We actually hammered the stream goal today. It was 10 likes to target, and we're on 24. And I really do appreciate that, so thank you ever so much. It does mean a lot. And I hope you all enjoy the stream. I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy having everyone here. I will try and make an FGO video. That's my commitment. I really want to get back making FGO videos and other videos, more other videos naturally, but some FGO videos as well, as there are still some ideas I do have. And I do want to get those out on the channel and be consistent again, because I do miss doing it. And I'm just really grateful everyone's coming. You know, I've been dormant practically. Not dormant, but dormant for so long. And the fact that people still come and watch is genuinely lovely. You know. So thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it. Oh, and thank you for the applause. That's not for me. That's for Demon King Noble, but I'll say it on her behalf. But no. Thank you very much. Again, I might have to stream a bit earlier some nights. It is a work night, and I am in work in like a few hours. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be knackered tomorrow. But no, I really do appreciate everyone coming out and watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and you'll receive updates. I'll put a community post. You can follow on Twitter. I put stuff there. Yeah. Thank you. I have been Dorman, indeed. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Good luck on your bots farming quest. Good luck on the challenge quests as well. Feel free to tell me how it goes on the community page, over on Twitter. Tweet at me. You know, whatever you want to do. I really do enjoy it, and I enjoy the little community we have here. I hope you don't mind me. I hope that's not presumptive for me to say. Alright, I've been rambling now, but thank you all for watching. Have a lovely morning, night, afternoon, evening, very early morning, depending on where you are. I'll put a community post on next stream. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. I've been Seeing Dunes. I'll see you next time.